Hello and welcome to Business Today Television. I'm Karishma Sudani and you're joining me on an early morning surprise that's coming from the State Bank of India. The bank today has raised interest rates on certain fixed deposits by up to close to 50 basis points or 0.50%. The hike spans across various deposit brackets, marking the bank's first significant adjustment in the past 10 months. The new rate is effective from today. In fact, to get to our viewers some information pertaining to what is the kind of changes that bank has announced. Now, let us bring some clarity to understand that majorly these announcements come in from the point of view of making things flexible for depositors interested in short-term FD investment. For deposits maturing in 7 to 45 days, the bank has increased the interest rate by 50 basis points to 3.5%. In fact, for the senior citizens, they've made it to 4%, which is of course slightly more. In terms of 46 to 179 days, it's a 25 basis point increase to 4.75% for the public and 5.25% for senior citizens. There has also been an increase of close to 50 BPS and 25 basis points for 180 to 21 days deposits and also deposits maturing from 211 days to less than 1 year. So if you're investing in an FD that's going to mature between 180 to 21 days, that is of course clearly less than a year, then you can avail an interest rate of close to 5.75% and senior citizens could avail close to 6.25%, while for deposits maturing between 211 days to less than a year, which is 365 days, you can avail it at 6% and senior citizens could avail it at 6.5%. Now, the bank, of course, has also announced certain changes with its long-term deposits, that is interest rates on deposits that are maturing between 3 years to less than 5 years. There is a 25 basis point increase and the deposit can of course be availed at an interest rate of 6.75% and 7.25% for senior citizens. Well, clearly it's a year-end surprise that's coming from the State Bank of India. In fact, with this, the bank has joined the list of banks that have already elevated their interest rates on term deposits this December, including Bank of India, Federal Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank and DCB Bank. Interestingly, this hike from SBI also occurs amid the Reserve Bank of India maintaining consistent key repo rate at 6.5%. for the 5th consecutive time, in fact, during its December 8th MPC meeting. Now, let us understand that how is this going to be a two-way benefit for both a depositor and a bank is that primarily, of course, banks look to offer these attractive interest rates in order to stay competitive and also to, of course, get more and more deposits. And why do they do this? They do this is because they're always looking to raise funds to meet growing demand for loans and also to, of course, address loans despite higher lending rates. And for consumers, a short-term deposit is always a great option, especially for young investors and young depositors who are looking to get into the increase their investment portfolio. This could be a great option for them to invest, especially if you look at the one that pans from 211 days to less than 1 year, which is just slightly less than 365 days. Somebody who's interested to do this right now would be able to avail good returns by the time next year ends. So that's a good year-ender surprise that's coming from State Bank of India, and for depositors at an early age who are looking to take forward their investment portfolio, this could definitely be an option worth checking. Keep watching Business Today Television as we get you more.